Hello, hello, hello. We're back. Why, you ask? Why?
Because you want us. That's why.
Why?
Hey, Lorenzo.
Don't you start. I already got the scores.
Lorenzo's
Don't you
always-
start. I already got the scores. Don't you start.
She own it.
Got the scores.
Really, Lorenzo?
Don't you start. Don't you start. Hey, everybody. He said, I'll be nice.
Thank you.
Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another marvelous Monday on JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. I am your host and my beautiful co-host, Regine, joining me this evening. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Tell a friend. Hello, hello. Hello, Landon. Hello, my wonderful. I got my Instagram going. So, hey, Instagram fam.
Hey, North Carolina.
We got some North Carolina in the house. Okay. He said for a short
Yes,
period
we
of
do.
time. No, Lorenzo, really? That's how you gonna do it? That's how you gonna do it? That's okay. I got you.
My feelings are heard officially. My feelings are officially heard.
All right. We're going to give it a couple more minutes to get everybody in here. We were just a couple minutes delayed in getting started. Hey, Theta girl. Mwah. Hi, baby. Welcome. Hey, this one's kind of funky. I like this one tonight. We got a good one. It's kind of got
Give
you
a
moving
dance
a little bit. Right, got a little groove. It's supposed to be chill, but I feel like you could, get on the dance floor with this one. Maybe a little electric slide or something. I don't know. Little something.
Or for the steppers, is this a step one? Is this a stepper set for y'all?
Yeah, it could be. Or hand dancing out of Cleveland. We hand dance here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's hand dancing?
It's very similar to stepping, only a little different.
Okay.
A little different. Hi, my joy. Hello. Good evening. All right, y'all. We having a good old guy. Y'all must have missed us. Look.
Right, I feel flattered. I'm like, hey.
Hey, y'all missed us. We missed you. We did miss you. We did. But we had a couple things to take care of. Sometimes life just happens. It just happens. So we are happy to be back. So we gonna cut that. Oops, ain't no fade out. Just a cut. Well, welcome everybody back to JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess, Ms. JewCee. And of course, I could not do this show without my beautiful, vivacious, melanated queens. Over here to my left tonight, we have Miss Siren in the house, all the way out in LA, and down below, with looking like she ain't got a damn thing on, we got Miss Purple Rain in the house.
That better.
No, girl, the other way might have helped the rating a little bit.
Whatever. But I was just like,
I got clothes on.
Okay. We just checking.
We was just looking.
I ain't never naked. I ain't never naked.
You ain't naked, but you naked it.
I mean,
Oh, we are so excited to be back. And not only are we back tonight, but guess what? It's football season. Yes, 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 yes. Let me just tell you, all three of us are some football girls right here. We are some football girls right here. So you know
it's time
what?
to get some football.
Woo!
Woo!
It felt like it took forever. But football is back, and we got your scores if you missed any of them. So we
And guess what?
What?
I'm a season ticket holder this year.
Yeah, that is right. We're gonna let you tell a little more about that. But hold on one second. Let's get these scores, because you know we got somebody that likes to rain on my parade. So here we go. We got the Lions and the Chiefs on Thursday night. Looks like the Lions pulled that out and beat the Chiefs 21-20. Then we got on Sunday we had the Panthers versus the Falcons, and the Falcons won that one 24-10. Next, we have the Texans and the Ravens. We want to give a big shout out to the Texans for to the Texans for losing. Oh, no, we can't even give that shout out. Never mind. Ravens won 25-9 over the Texans. Next, we have the Bengals and the Browns. Yes, the Battle of Ohio went down in the rain. Yes, it did. And the Browns won 24-3. It was definitely a soaking wet day. And I want to take a quick pause to send out my personal prayers to Jim Donovan, the voice of the Browns, who will be stepping away from broadcasting while he battles leukemia. Definitely want to make sure we send our prayers and loves to Jim Donovan and his family as he battles leukemia for the second time. So I just wanted to take
healing energy.
Thank you. He is wonderful man, does a lot in the community, and it won't be the same without him. So we want to wish him a speedy recovery and get back in that booth. Okay, get back in that booth. Okay. Next, we got the Colts and the Jaguars. It looks like the Jaguars got the Colts a little bit. 31-21 was the final score.
That was fourth quarter plays. I cried. I was there.
It's been a lot of that happening. It's been a lot of this. That was look one way and then it go a whole different way kind of thing happening.
Well, it's that first week. You trying to work the kinks out and get it together. So
we're a young team. We got a rookie quarterback. It's okay.
We'll Detroit had one of them weeks too.
Okay. So next we have the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Buccaneers 20, Vikings 17. Titans and the Saints. Saints beat the Titans 16-15. 49ers crushed the Steelers 30-7. The Cardinals and the Commanders. It was the Commanders squeaking it out over the Cardinals 20-16. The Packers and the Bears. I'm sorry, y'all, Bear fans, but the Packers got y'all 38-20. The Raiders and the Broncos. It looks like the Raiders pulled that out. Okay. 17-16. Dolphins and the Chargers. It looks like the Dolphins beat those Chargers 36-34. The Eagles and the Patriots. The Eagles flew high and beat the Patriots 25-20. Rams and the Seahawks. You got the Rams beating up all over them Seahawks 30-13. And the Cowboys and the Giants. Well, it looks like the Giants didn't even get off the plane because they lost to the Cowboys 40-0. Oops.
Okay.
Oops.
I need
somebody lost to the Cowgirls 40-0.
Thank you. I need somebody to explain that one to me.
Oops.
Who lost to the Cowgirls 40-0?
That was the Giants. Pay attention, y'all.
What the hell?
I need to know. I need to know what happened.
on Monday Night Football. Wait a minute, we got one more. Monday Night Football right now in the third quarter.
Right now?
It is Buffalo 13 and the Jets 3.
Come on. Right? What the hell? What's going on?
Battle of the East Coast, huh?
All right. So there are your scores for week 1 of the NFL season. Yes. Hope your team did well. Mine did. Go Brownies. Yes.
So my team didn't do that great, but our new quarterback, baby. I love that man already. I love you, Anthony Richardson. You are becoming a GOAT really quickly.
Well, only one of my teams won this week, so go Rams.
I mean, none of my teams won, but you know what? I'm a football girl, and I just loved being in the stadium this weekend.
I do miss that. So I do miss that. I've been a few Vikings games, and it was the energy was everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, well, you know, it's really. I just love the game, and right here in Cleveland,
Lady B.
Here in Cleveland, you know, we have went we have went through it. So to see the Browns put it all together, that defense yesterday, let me just say, if they play like that every week, I might be headed out west come February. So anyway, I'm gonna speak it into existence.
Wait, Super Bowl is in Vegas this year?
It's on the West Coast.
Vegas, yes, it's in Vegas. It's in Vegas. Yes. So, come on, Brownies. I need a vacay.
Yes. I just need any kind of excuse.
I'll take the vacay. I'll take if the Brownies go, because I know the Colts ain't going. If the Brownies go, I'll take that vacay.
Dude, I will just give me. All you got to do is give me a reason to drive 4 hours, please. Just give me a reason.
Well, they look like they're ready. They did a great job yesterday.
Somebody represent for the Midwest. Give me a reason. Come on now.
Raining cats and dogs in Cleveland, and it wasn't supposed to, but it sure did. It didn't stop either. It was crazy. It was cray. But the Battle of Ohio, that was the 100th Battle of Ohio game.
Oh, wow.
They've done that. So just so y'all don't, in case people don't know, you know, the Browns are one of the original teams that started football. So are the Bengals, so are the Pittsburgh. You know, those are the original teams back in the day, way back. So
back in the back.
And I want to also just acknowledge, you know, it was a very emotional first game for us, as a lot of you know if you watch football, or you've ever followed the game for many years. We lost a great one. We did lose a GOAT earlier this year in Jim Brown, number 32. And yesterday, a very touching moment at the beginning of the game as Nick Chubb ran out the tunnel to bring the team out carrying a flag with number 32 and Jim Brown. He ran the length of the field and gave the flag to Jim Brown's son, Aries, who waved it to the crowd, and the crowd went crazy. So very touching moment. There's going to be a lot of those moments. They've actually also put up a plaque in Jim Brown's honor for all the work that he did also during you know, the 60s, as far as and getting equal rights for people of color. So he was quite an advocate, used his name for that. So there is now, by his statue, there is now a very a historical plaque that has been put up. I'm going to get by there and take some pictures. I knew I couldn't do it this weekend with all the preparation for the home game, but they're out of town next Monday. So Lorenzo, next Monday, if you want to do score, because Browns are playing Monday Night Football, I can't tell you how distracted I'm going to be doing the show next week.
She said, I cannot tell you how distracted she's going to be.
That just means I'm leaving.
But
that's all.
She can tell you that she is going to be distracted.
Yeah, I'm letting y'all know that now, because the TV
is right here.
TV is
that
ready.
That is your disclaimer
for another break. No, I'm just playing.
Right. So when y'all ask something, I'm like, huh? Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'll be watching the game.
Let me go ahead and come up with a topic that's gonna keep your attention, ma'am. Because
good luck. Because
you got the whole first half to watch.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
You can watch the first half.
Okay. Who is you talking to? Who?
My big sister.
Who? Hootie who? Okay,
big sister.
We're gonna talk later. See, Lorenzo, he got me. He understand. You understand. Next week is big.
I understand too.
Next week is big. It's big. So I'm gonna be TV's right here. But we're gonna have a good time tonight too. So
why are you all in the camera like that?
Because I'm trying to see what's about to happen. I mean,
I'm beating her up. You see me beating her up. I'm beating her up. So well, let's get to our topic.
Wait. Time out.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Before we get to our topic, because Thursday is a great day. It is an amazing day. Thursday is the 19th birthday of my baby girl, Kayla White. And I'm super excited for her to turn 19. Well, honestly, she's been grown before she was grown. She's extremely independent. She's a hard worker. She works her job. She pays her bills. She does what she has to do. And I'm extremely excited and proud of her. So because I won't see you guys again until after the fact, I'm going to say, because she's also sitting right here, happy birthday to my baby girl, Kayla White.
Bring her on there. Bring her on. Come
she said, She said, she just gave it.
Tell her auntie said, get your butt on the camera.
Can you peek?
Come on.
Can you
come
peek?
on. Just come in the corner. Just in the corner.
Just in the corner. In the corner.
A little further. A little more. We can't quite see. Come.
Just
I see
peek.
a shadow.
No. Just peek. Just peek. This is what we get. This is what we get.
Okay, we'll take it.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She said thank you so much. But yes, I had to say that because I'm actually going to be leaving town on her birthday, so I kind of feel a little bad. But she okay.
Lorenzo.
You know what? Lorenzo, go to the corner.
Actually, she's actually tattooed on my back and is going to be covered up, so I'll be getting her here. So
okay.
yes, I
so
will
that
be
answers that pressing question.
Yes.
Are you satisfied, Lorenzo?
That pressing question has been done. All right. So tonight's topic is to be or not to be married. That
is the question.
I want to know where this came. I want to know where this question came from.
I don't know. I saw it when you saw it.
Right. That's why I'm asking the question.
But it makes sense because it must have been a vibe thing because I've planned my birthday party and I'm marrying myself for my 40th. I'm recommitting to myself. So it must be in the air.
There you go. This topic came up. It was supposed to be a couple of weeks ago or whatever before we actually took a little short hiatus. But it just came up because it's number one, it's all over the internet. Okay, once again, we've got a lot of people talking about marriage, talking about relationships. And the approach, though, that I want to take is tonight with this topic is to really help people understand how to get married. Okay. That is not something that we really discuss We have a lot of people that get into marriage. They don't do the counseling. They don't do the work. They don't do. I, I can go on and on and on with all they don't do, and they're miserable. Yes. Hello. Before I forget, we got to give a shout out to Romeo Donati. He is on here tonight. He's joining us out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hi,
Hey,
Romeo.
We
Romeo.
definitely gonna have him on here doing some poetry one night. We gotta get him and Robert at the same
Oh,
time, and we're
we have a
probably
wordsmith, huh?
oh my god. Anyway, oh these. I think if we did both of them, there would be a flood somewhere. Okay, a flood. Um, so I wanted to talk about this because I know there's a lot of folks out there that get married, and that's wonderful. You know, if that's what you want to do, that's your thing, that's your zhush. Yay! Been there, done that. I got married not once but twice, and I thought it was great because all of us have been in this situation. We have gotten married. We've all gotten married for different reasons, various reasons, and um, some of us may have had a little bit of counseling. Some of us may have had no counseling. Some of us have been in relationships that were abusive. Some of us have been in relationships where they were cheated on. Some of us have been in relationships. There's just all kinds of reasons why marriages don't make it nowadays, as well as are we really prepared to step into a monogamous relationship, or should we consider having an alternative lifestyle relationship? So there's a lot of stuff that we can really cover with this topic tonight. So one of the things, you know, me had to go get some info, and I wanted to find out what was the number one cause of divorce in the United States today. Okay. So the leading cause of divorce in the United States varies depending on the source. According to one study, ongoing communication difficulties, which you know we always talk about, the three C's, are the number one reason that couples divorce in the United States. Another source suggests that the lack of commitment is the number one reason for divorce, followed by extramarital affairs, too much conflict, and getting married too young. Yet another source indicates that money issues are among the leading causes of divorce. It's important to note that these factors can often overlap and interact in complex ways. You guys
I do.
agree with that?
I do. But I think I know they always try to pinpoint um a specific one, but I think it's usually a combination of the both surrounded by clear, concise communication. Because all of those issues are communication issues. In a sense,
Yeah.
money not equaling out because we're not communicating and talking about what is important financially, what we got, what our bills look like, you know, if we both need to work, if all of that stuff. People don't talk about that. Commitment. I always tell people it is a modern day trend, and I mean modern as early as the 1950s, so it ain't been even 100 years yet, to marry for love. Marriage is a business construct. It's a partnership. It is somebody you are choosing to live your life with through it all. It is a contract. If you read a marriage certificate, it is a contract, which is why it's easier to sign the marriage certificate and get married than it is to get divorced. So the lack of commitment is another communication issue because people look at it as love, like love isn't an emotion, and that changes daily. You have to commit to working through daily changes. It is, I mean, so to me it's just, yeah.
And that's a good point, because the other things I looked up with this topic is I wanted to know what is the number one reason why people get married in the United States today. And according to what I found, the number one reason why people get married in the United States today is love. About In 10 Americans, 88% cited love as a very important reason to get married. Ahead of making a lifelong commitment, that was at 81%, and companionship was 76%, according to a 2013 Pew Research Center survey. This shows that emotional factors are the primary drivers for marriage in the United States today.
Which is a problem.
Correct.
But it's also why I don't believe in monogamy, because emotions change constantly.
Um, I also feel that people are uh, look at marriage as a happily ever after scenario.
Yeah, it's not. It's work. It's
It's
hard work.
they look at it as almost like a fairy tale, a Harlequin romance book. You guys remember remember those books? They used to be what Fabio. Remember Fabio? Fabio on every cover. Okay, it was Fabio and the flowing hair, and you would read these Harlequin romances, and they would start out one way, and then they would
Hold on, Jay.
have a little strife or a little, a little strife. But at the end, it always ended happily ever after. You know, the girl always
Hey,
got
fellas.
the guy, and the guy always got the girl, kind of thing. Um, it, it, we look at a lot of movies. Or forms of entertainment, and we are being bombarded by that
Yeah.
imagery.
So, quick question. Jalen said the statistics you read, is that all people, or does it show just men or just women? Does it show why men choose to get married? Like, does it break it down specifically, or is it just all genders?
It was just all gendered, from what I can tell. And this was in the United States.
In the United States. So, as the United States as a whole.
Right. And once again, guys, y'all know, you can skew things to fit whatever you want it to fit. Okay, everybody knows that we know about, but also a lot of this is kind of, even in just regular conversation with people, some of these things, these same traits do come up. Communication is really, to me, like the biggest,
I agree,
reason that marriages may tend to not work.
I mean, but that's all relationships, not
Yeah.
just marriages,
Yeah,
relationships in general.
And I think like part of it too is not just it's not just what you say to somebody sometimes, but it's sometimes, as women, we were raised to be very docile. Back in this, you don't say anything. You don't argue with your husband. You don't have a voice. You don't have a mind. And a lot of women later on, as we started to transform into not being so docile, all of a sudden, especially with women of color, we're all of a sudden labeled as angry Black women because we're not going to do X, Y, and Z, or we voice our opinion, or we voice our unhappiness. And I don't think that love has anything to do with that. I may still love you. I might not like you right now.
I may love you, but there might be things about you why I don't choose to partner with you for life. And that's just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The person that I eventually choose to marry is going to have certain traits, because I know at the end of the day, no matter how much I love that person, again, emotions change daily. Like you said, I might love you, but I might not like you for about 5-10 minutes a day, 3 days. I got to still be able to work with you when it comes to raising these kids,
Mhm.
paying these bills, running this household. We still got to be able to communicate. And I know people get mad at me. I've had men tell me I'm wrong for thinking this way, but I don't care how much love I have for you. I am going to always look at our marriage as a partnership, as a business contract, as a two. You know what? I'm a businesswoman, so I think that's why I think like this. I look at it as two corporations merging together and combining all of their assets. So I'm always, no matter how much I love you and how much I care about you, I'm going to always communicate with you in a way that is the best for both businesses.
And originally, honestly, when you look at history, if you look at kingdoms,
Yeah. But
um,
even not even in kingdoms, even in lower class families, because it was still about a dowry. The husband was paired to the wife based on what her family had to give to him.
and that part is true. Um, but it's also, like I said, when you were saying a business back in the day, it was definitely considered a business because your kingdom and my queendom come together, and
Mhm.
now we've conquered this over here, we've conquered this over there, and then
Or I married you so that your bigger country can defend my smaller country
Mhm.
and you have allies and extra troops.
Right, and you have
This whole marriage
funding.
construct based on marriage is less than 100 years old. I mean, based on love is less than 100 years old.
Do you feel that we have lost our way when it comes to talking about commitment? Because commitment was one of the things that was mentioned,
I think so.
because we're not talking about
Commitment is
commit.
one of those things that no matter how I feel in the moment, if I'm committed to you, I'm willing to make it work no matter what. And a lot of relationships, especially marriages, have lack of commitment because the moment outside of abuse, the moment I don't like the way you say something to me or something you say, or the moment I don't like something about you, I'm ready to pack my shit and leave because I have a lack of commitment. Instead of
Um,
communicating and talking about it,
I feel like everything that you guys are saying is absolutely right. I'm gonna preface this with my name is Siren and I reserve the right to be wrong. Everything that we're talking about is honestly is not about the marriage. Because yes, Purple Rain, you're absolutely right. The marriage is a contract. It's a piece of paper that you sign that says that we are connected to each other. Um, Marriage, my personal opinion,
Can I
and go ahead.
can I ask you one quick question on that point, Siren?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
when you're saying that last part, I was reading something at the same time, and when you said it, it just kind of popped in my head. Uh, what was that last part that you just said? Because I want to.
Which part? That it's a contract
that you sign.
that you sign. It's a contract that you sign, and that's exactly what a marriage is.
You said something before that. I was trying to. Ugh, anyway, it just left my brain. It'll be back.
Um, a lot of the points that I hear from people when it comes to marriages comes from a insecure standpoint.
Mm.
It comes from a not knowing thyself standpoint. So therefore, doing things that you think that you're supposed to do based on what you've been told and taught or what has come for you that you're supposed to say that again.
And I was just gonna say, in everything we've been taught and indoctrinated, if for those of us who are in a healed space, know that it's not necessarily true.
Life is not one size fits all.
No.
Nope.
Marriage is not one size. Well, actually, no. Marriage can be one size fits all because it's exactly what it is. It's a contract. It's a piece of paper that you sign. A relationship that has a commitment aspect, and I'm kind of going through this in my head right now, to me is the question that we're asking. Are we committed to that? And if we are committed, why are we committed and how are we committed? A lot of the times we commit to something because it's what we've been told that we're supposed to commit to.
I
It's an
would
idea.
I would add to that this, and it's something that JewCee says all the time. We don't reach one, teach one as a community and as a whole. And grandma and granddad had commitment, but we don't know why they had commitment. They just told us this is what you're supposed to do.
But the commitment is also not one size fits all. The reason for
Exactly.
commitment is
But
based on that
nobody,
specific but the reason why is because they didn't know. They did not know.
You think
They thought they were told something, and it went down, and it was some 9 times out of 10 it was based out of survival when it comes to us. It was based off of survival. So what do you need to do to survive? We need this to survive. We need
Hey,
1 plus
Dani.
1 equaling 2, which is that unit, so that we can protect each other and we can do that. But it is really honestly, and that's a trauma response.
What
I'm
about? But also, you got to also remember, for if we're talking about grandma and grandpa, or great grandma and grandpa, we also got to remember that there was a time when the marriage was basically forced. Slaves were forced to marry, or
trauma response.
right, forced to be together, and they didn't know each other. I mean, you also have in other cultures arranged marriages, and not I'm not talking about the money aspect of it, but I'm just talking about the personal aspect of it. Here you have two people that don't know each other from may never have seen each other, but have been betrothed to each other since they were like 2 years old.
And it makes me ask why.
Now, and
I'm
can be
that's just a question that I have. Just a question.
right.
It would say you were made a good point. We're based things on what we are taught, and everything wasn't correct or proper or for thriving. Right. So
Mhm.
in essence, it's a trauma response. It's okay. So we have to do this. So what are we going to do so that we don't have to deal with this anymore? We're going to do this. We can make sure that okay. So I'm the person that's over this family. You're the person that's over that family, and we're making an agreement for these two right here that have no say in it because we're having a trauma response based off of making sure that we're all okay, making sure that everything stays here and all of this good stuff, and we're gonna do this and do this because we say so for whatever reason. It's kind of what it sounds to me. I do realize to be wrong. Now, in regards to the relationship between two people and the commitment, I honestly have never been a monogamous person, or I've never believed in monogamy. Should I saw it, let me know. That sounds a little bit far fetched, doesn't feel natural to me. But when it comes to a commitment between two people, you can make a commitment with someone in a moment in a time, and you all think that it is great and it is the bee's knees, for lack of better words. You guys go through life and you're doing things that you're doing because you believe that this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I've been told. This is what society, the culture all, it tells me that I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna just go with this. And as long as I feel like I'm good in the moment, I'm gonna continue with that. But then you grow. Fast forward 10 years later. Shit. Fast forward 20 something years later. You are not the person that you were when you got married, and that person is not the person that they were when they got married.
But none of that is discussed.
None of that is discussed because what they don't tell you is the after the wedding part, what goes into that.
After
After
the
you
honeymoon.
say the I do's and
After the honeymoon.
you've
After the
had the
honeymoon.
wedding and you've had the honeymoon and you guys have had some great awesome sex on whatever beach or whatever it is. I don't know what that feels like because I've never had a honeymoon. But when you do all of that and then you come back to reality, do you have children? Does one person have a child and now the other person has become the step parent? Do you both have children and now both of you are becoming step parents? Um, does this person have good money management skills? Does this person know how to talk when they're mad? Um, does this person understand that you don't always look put together in the moment? Does this person understand that when it's that time of the month for you, that you can become the biggest bitch in the whole fucking world for a whole fucking week and ain't shit he can do or say about it because that's just your body? No. Do they talk about he likes to play video games? You may not like to play video games. Want to play these video games. So what you gonna do when he's playing video games and you're not playing video games? Does he have to entertain you? Is this become an entertainment situation where you feel that your significant other is supposed to do these things for you, not understanding that everything that you are looking for within that marriage that you thought you was getting into to secure yourself, you're actually supposed to find that self within yourself. They don't talk to you about none of that shit. None of it.
Which is why, as a mother, a divorced mother, because my daughter is engaged. She's that I'm young, I'm in love, we love each other, we're together forever. She's in that phase.
Let her have it. That's her.
I'm letting her have it.
That's her life
But
lesson to learn.
Do you know where they live?
With you.
Both of them. Y'all gonna go through 4 seasons together because I need y'all to understand that this ain't no game.
That's a whole nother aspect that they don't talk to you about. The in-laws.
But it ain't
and
even
what
just
it means. And what it means.
But I'm saying they're learning each other right now. They were together a whole year before I let them move in together. But y'all gonna go through these. Y'all gonna learn this stuff about each other before y'all say I do, because learning it after makes it harder.
But there's a part of that becomes a distraction that we don't really look at. They're in your home. They're not looking at each other as in hey CP. They're not looking at each other as in what are you doing and what am I doing? They're looking at it as it is you and me against everyone else.
But that's the difference.
Hold on, stop.
Bills in my house.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. This is specific. This is experience. When you're in that situation, you think the person on the outside is they're going to look at each other. No. They're looking at each other as, it's you and me. What are we going to do to get through this? The outside person are the ones that are seeing it. You guys become the distraction. Because now I'm not looking at the fact that he might not be doing what he's supposed to be doing, because we both in it together. We ride or die right now. This is you and me. We love each other so much. But the people on the outside is like, this is real life. Right, just say no, right. People on the outside is looking like, this is what real life is. Y'all not seeing real life, what is happening. And they're looking at you as, you're against us and you don't believe in us. And it's not that I don't believe that you're not my responsibility. You're your responsibility. But we don't look at that. We don't think about that. And I'm saying this as some people that have with children, I might add. With children, I might add.
I mean, and I agree what you're saying, which is why I try to stay out of it. Which is why I stay out of their relationship. When they both come complaining to me, I'm like, When they have financial issues, this ain't got nothing to do with me. That's y'all's budget. These are what y'all's bills are in my house. This is what y'all's bills are. Y'all both got jobs. Figure it out. When it's time to pay me my rent, it's time to pay me my rent. When it's time to pay these other bills, y'all got to make priorities. Y'all got a dog. I don't take care of that dog. That's y'all's fur baby. Just like I had to take care of my kids, I got to take care of my son. I still got a kid at home. That's y'all's apartment. Y'all got a refrigerator in there. Y'all got to feed yourselves. That's y'all's budget. Y'all both got jobs and incomes. Make it work.
But see, and that is absolutely correct. And I'm very happy for you on that one. Keep on that one. The thing is that if you, depending on your age range, if you're in the young phase, okay. So when I got with my husband, I was 18 years old, about to be 19. We got married. I got married at 22. At 44, I am just now seeing things for what they really were and are, for that matter. If you know you and you're good within you, I say by all means have at it, marry, do whatever you're gonna do, as long as you are secure within you and all that good shit. But if you don't know you and you're with somebody else who don't know them, y'all are two people who don't know each other, and you all are bonding over that trauma. And you're going to live that life, and you're gonna go through that life. Now, and I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be a whole all bad, because you're gonna learn some things out of it. You're going to learn some things about yourself out of it. But the thing that you have to also understand is that yes, you are a unit. And I know the Bible tries to say you are one. You are one as you become one. The two of us shall become one. No, you are one unit that is comprised of two individuals. If that's how you choose to have your relationship, this is not no. Oh, we gonna always agree on some shit. Hell the fuck no, you're not gonna always agree. Sometimes you're gonna be like, oh hell the fuck no, and that person will be like, oh hell the fuck yeah. Y'all gonna have to figure out how to come in between in that middle, that compromise.
But
or
these
learn how to
things,
be like, we
you have to. But here's the thing: a lot of people out here, I feel, especially by going into the field that I'm going into and talking to so many people, and especially people of color, we are not prepared. I think that's the best way to put it. We are not prepared for marriage.
Yep.
When we decide that, and it's not just people of color, it's everyone right now. We're just simply not prepared for the commitment level that has been the standard out there for so long, and why people get divorced, why people separate, why people move on. You are not um, we're not ready, we're not prepared, we don't talk about certain things, we don't talk about sex, we're not going to talk. I think we had a comment about the men below, how the men aren't taught certain things, let alone the women aren't taught certain things. So we're all going into this marriage thing, first of all blind, second of all stupid, third of all antiquated, and we're in trouble before you even say I do. You're in trouble before you buy a dress. You're in trouble before you buy a ring. You have no idea. We're still living in this fantasy of or this mythical everybody lives happily ever after, but nobody tells you or teaches you how to put in the work. Once again, relationships, once again, what do I say? People think relationships are like instant grits. You just add water and you stir real quick and there you have it. No, 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 no. That is not how even people that are betrothed to each other or are in relationships that are arranged, some of these arranged marriages last longer because they know they have to work at it. They know they have to get to know each other. They know that they have to change and adapt and all these kinds of things. And divorce nowadays is so easy to obtain in a lot of instances. It's to the point where I can get out of my marriage because I don't like irreconcilable differences, and that's it. I just didn't like this person today, or I didn't like this person last week, or I didn't like this person when I married him. but I did. Maybe
I married him because he had money. I didn't think he was gonna beat me half to death.
Right. I married him because I had a trauma response and I didn't know no better, and I decided that I'm going to do this because it's going to make my life better because I thought this and somebody told me that. That's a lot.
I married. How about we go? I married her because she was pretty. She was.
I married her because she looked good on paper. She looked good on paper.
I married her because she was the trophy wife, and I was a billionaire that knew. I felt like all I needed was a pretty girl on my arm.
I married her because I thought she was the most beautiful thing in this world, but then when I got her home, I realized she was the ugliest thing on the inside, and oh my God.
And now you're stuck.
No, you know what? And see, that's the part that I don't. And we can
not stuck.
When it comes to the whole stuck part, everybody got a choice.
Well, no, they're not. I don't mean stuck like that. They're not stuck. They may feel like they're stuck.
Ooh, I married her so I wouldn't lose her. Oh, now that is a lot of people right there. We cannot put a gender on that one. We got to put people on that one. Arrangement seems to work more because it's understood. That's it's a contract from beginning. Yeah.
I agree with him on that because you know what? A lot of people who are in arranged marriages, especially if they've been married a long time, they started out as complete strangers and they grew in love with each other, but they learned how to make the marriage and the commitment work before they fell in love with each other. So the emotion of love was a benefit, not a factor.
And I can go with that. I can go with that because a lot of people, like I said, you can love somebody and not like them. You can also like somebody and not love them. So or respect, just mutual respect. Let's discuss that. We haven't even talked about respect. There's a lot of disrespect going on.
I was gonna say the men in my life that I would say are marriage material. Like if I had to pick a husband today, if somebody came down from the heavens and said, "These are the men in your life," pick a husband.
Lorenzo, go to the corner. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If they said, "Okay, here's 10 of the men you've dated in your whole entire life," pick a husband out of one of them. I bet you one or two that I would pick. I love them, but I've never been in love with them. But I respect them and I respect their character and the type of men they are.
Well, here's the thing. We all grow and change. Change is the only constant. But once again, when we're talking about getting into a relationship, we're all puppy, what is it? Puppy dogs and sunflowers. And as Siren has mentioned many a time, and I know she's going to do it again for us, how we spot each other from across the room. And go ahead.
About 5 minutes, you don't even know his last name, but you done married him, had his babies, had sex with him,
been through the whole process, and you don't know
5 minutes
his name.
Ain't even said hello. Just had a little eye contact. And you not even for sure he was looking at you like you think he was looking at you.
I got y'all beat. You see his profile on Tinder and you swiped right on him.
That's it.
Sometimes that's all it takes now is a profile pic. You ain't even said, like you said, you ain't even said hi to him, but you ain't even physically seen him in person
to even know if that's what he looked like. He could have. Hold on, wait. He could be posting a picture from 20 years ago.
Oh, that too. Catfished.
Because they do it.
Catfished. Say it with me. Catfished.
I've been hatfished. I've never been catfished, but I've been hatfished.
Catfished.
Lorenzo said from the corner, just say no. You know what? I'm learning.
Why are we saying no, Lorenzo?
Well, because, okay, so I can admit, me personally, I'm extremely shallow. If you look really good to me, I want to know more. But it is not only on the looks. If you don't have shit up here, all that looks go down the freaking toilet. What?
So, okay, maybe it is looks for me in the beginning, but it's not so much about looks as in facial features. It's swag. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you dress. It's the total package. And I can
Yes.
usually tell from that package if I'm going to even be able to hold a conversation with you. Because the types of men I've been able to hold conversations with dress and carry themselves in a certain way. And the ones that I feel like annoy me and drive me crazy and are just not mentally what I want look a certain way to me. Like I can see somebody's profile picture and they can hop in my inbox. I know in 2.2 seconds from the first thing they say to me and looking at their profile pic if I'm going to even entertain them. And that's shallow as fuck. Because
I
they
can
might
agree
be
with
a
you
good
on that one.
person.
I'm the same way. My sister, yes. I can say the same exact thing, but I have been proven wrong sometimes. I have been
I've
proven
never been proven wrong.
I have been proven wrong because
And maybe it's because
I
I'm
took
looking
the
for
good
a,
looking
a
I took the good
see,
looking
but it's not
as
even about.
the, and then they said something that I thought, oh, he might be intelligent. But then when it comes down to a deeper level of intelligence conversation, just cut the mustard.
And for me, it's not the intelligent conversation part. And I think it's
I
because
need
I'm
that.
looking for somebody that's an alpha. I hate that term, but a dominant personality. It's
I
something
need all the
about who
above.
they are and how they carry themselves that draws my attention. I can tell when a guy is very passive, and I walk over passive men, so I ignore them.
If
And on
you
that
can't, in
note, we're
the
going to
words of Jill Scott, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me
Tell
what to
me
do.
what to
But
do.
if you
You
can't
can't
tell me
tell me
what to
what to
do,
do. You
you
can't
can't
tell me
tell
what to
me
do.
what to do.
And then on that note, we're going to take a small pause so that we'll be right back with more Juicy Tales of Erotic Chat right after this.
This is Miss JewCee of JewCee Boutique, your one-stop shop for erotic excellence. We have BDSM products, we have games, we have lingerie, we have it all, whatever it takes to make your juicy journey exciting and romantic. Make sure you check out our full selection of products. Let us set up for that home shopping party, bachelorette, birthday, anniversary, divorce. It doesn't matter. Wherever erotic fun is, you can find JewCee Boutique.
All right. We want to thank our sponsor, Juicy Boutique. Your one stop shop for all erotic needs. Okay. So, this got heated, y'all. This got heated. Okay. We getting it in. So,
Getting married 0, don't get married 100.
thank you, Lorenzo.
I
Now,
can't quite give it a
That's the
complete
score
zero.
we want right there. But
Here's
I can
Jalen,
give it a
I agree
complete
with you.
zero.
It
but
is on character and personality. I agree with Jalen.
and here's the thing. Marriage, or I don't even look at it as marriage anymore. I mean, like I said, I've been there, done that a couple of times. Not in any hurry to go do it a third time, just because all the damn paperwork. But what I do, so I think that what
You ain't
people,
divorced.
what people need
You're
to,
still married. You ain't divorced. So why would you do it again?
so we have opportunities that are put in front of us and alternatives that are put in front of us. And a lot of times, mainstream society does not recognize those, from alternative lifestyles, such as the BDSM lifestyle, which, if you're in that lifestyle, you completely understand that you are committed. There is a commitment to the dominant, and there is a commitment to the submissive or slave. Um, the poly lifestyle, which we had a great show on a few weeks back with Mark Mosley, and we talked a lot about the poly lifestyle. That's another lifestyle. Um, that's an alternative. Open marriage, swingers. There's all types of ways nowadays, and they are becoming more mainstream. They are coming out in the world, um, for people to know that they exist, and we are not hiding it any longer. Like,
Thanks to social media.
yeah, it is much more prevalent. It is much more prevalent that we understand these other types of relationships, and that was just a few. That's not all the different types of relationships there are. There are so many now that can make your relationship, stay hot, tight, and together. But I feel like if you do choose marriage, if that is something that you are looking to do, there's a lot of conversation that needs to take place. That clear, concise communication, I think, is very important. That you talk things out. That you um, understand why you're getting into a marriage. Know why, because a lot of people, why did you get married? Some people can't even answer that question.
But see, the other thing is people have to consider in this day and age with all the different lifestyles. That might be another reason why I feel like the term marriage is more so of a contract, because I rather have a life partner and we can have a commitment ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is a legal term.
Mm-hmm.
It has absolutely nothing to do with our commitment to each other. It is a legal document. So,
Called the marriage license.
yeah, it's asking for permission to be committed to somebody that you're already said you're committed to.
In addition to that, I'm sorry, I have a little
No,
gnat.
you're
I hate
fine.
these gnats. In addition to that, this document allows you to get insurance.
But
This,
nowadays with some
So in
companies,
essence, it
you
lets you
don't
enter
need it
into more
no more.
contracts.
right.
But the thing is, a lot of companies, at least for people that are getting insurance through their jobs, a lot of companies, if you can prove you've been together for at least a year and that y'all live together, you don't need the marriage certificate.
That's not
Or you
enough.
can just go
That's
ahead and do an actual business contract if that's really what you want to do.
I'd rather do a prenup without the marriage.
I'd rather just be. How about that? And if I'm honest with you, so yes, I just celebrated 22 years of marriage. We got married because it's what we thought we were supposed to do. We had the ceremony and all of that stuff because it's what we thought we were supposed to do. We both grew up in Christian homes that said that this is what you do. Y'all already know my sex talk. You get pregnant, you have sex, you get pregnant, you die, you go to hell. So I did that. So something happened and I got pregnant. I didn't say I had sex. Something happened and I got pregnant. I didn't die, but the fear was still there that I could possibly die, and when I died, I would go to hell. So, and then when I got pregnant, I was told, "Well, your life is over. No man is going to want you. Nobody wants family." So these are reasons why young girls get married. At least when I was growing up, you if you find a man that actually wants you and you got a kid, oh, you better hop on that one. And he's the guy of your dreams. Are you kidding me? You better hop on that. And he wants you and your kid. You better hop on that.
You know what?
How low self-esteem does that sound?
It's not. I don't feel it's low esteem. I feel that back in that time period,
Who's gonna
you
want you?
who
Your life is over.
but
Don't
it's not a question of it's not a question of low esteem. It's a question of an antiquated thought process. And this
Mm-hmm.
was a thought
how you feel
process.
about yourself?
This was a
About how
thought,
you feel about yourself?
but this
Is that what I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no. I'm saying what was said to people back in the back in the day, um, you can only,
I feel like I need to know what that word means
some
now.
some people don't grow. Okay, some people just don't grow. They're stuck in a rut. They're stuck there in the mud, and this is where I'm going to be, because this is my comfort zone. This is where I am comfortable at. I'm right here. I'm comfortable. I don't know how to grow. I don't know how to go beyond. I'm not gonna, I don't want to rock the boat.
But
I
isn't
don't,
that self-esteem
no, that doesn't have anything to do with your self-esteem. What that has to do with is knowledge. If you're if you're taught certain things, if you're if you're believing, and we're talking about how women were taught to be, you know, it takes a stronger woman to say, hey, or I don't necessarily want to say rebellious, but it takes someone who is ready to take that step forward and see the world in a different light. And that takes courage. That takes courage to leave behind the old thought process to embrace a new thought process.
So how does that not coincide with how you feel about yourself?
It doesn't necessarily mean that you feel bad about yourself because this is what you've been taught or told.
Necessarily that you feel bad about yourself is that you don't see all the value within yourself. Not saying that you're supposed to feel bad. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is if you feel like, oh, this is just it. Well, why don't you want something more? What about the things that you've dreamt about? And you just say, well, no, I'm okay with just this. Why does that not have something to do with how you feel about yourself?
Because that can just be, it doesn't have to be low self-esteem. It can
Some
just
people are
be
just complacent people.
right. They're just comfortable. This is my comfort zone. I don't know. If
Not
you guys ever
everybody is
seen
ambitious.
have you guys ever seen the movie Fletch with
Yeah.
okay. Remember the dance scene?
Mm-hmm.
And the dance scene, old boy was going all over the place. I'm doing a Q-tip. I'm doing a Q-tip. And Fletch was telling them, just stay right here. This is where you're going to be. You're going to be right here. Don't do all this other stuff. But then he went out because he tried to do this with the young lady. And he wasn't comfortable. He didn't feel it. So he started doing his regular stuff and found out later on that's what she liked. That's what she loved. He broke out of
That comfort zone.
that comfort zone, and it's actually somebody else's comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? It's not even theirs. It's not even mine. It's not even, we have decided to evolve. There's more information out there now. There's more ways to communicate. There's more ways to learn. There's more ways to leave behind antiquated thought processes or old ways of thinking. You might want to call it maybe a little bit of rebellion or a little bit of being a little rebellious, because in your mind you're seeing something different. But some people are just stuck. They're good with doing this. They're in this spot. This is their zone. This is it. I'm good here. I look over there. It doesn't have to be self-esteem. It could be fear. It could be, what if I fail? What if I don't do well over here? I'm gonna say where I know. I'm gonna be right here.
Ah!
And I agree with that statement that JewCee is saying, because that was the cause of my divorce. He said he cheated on me because I was too ambitious. I made him uncomfortable with where I wanted to grow. And he was fine with where we were at. He didn't want to grow anymore. He was okay. He was okay with being stagnant. And he was comfortable and loved who he was in that box. And I wanted to elevate. And it made him uncomfortable.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be that you have low self-esteem. It can be this is what you're familiar with. This is what you're used to. You're not ready to step out of the box that somebody else made for you. You're just not.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's why a lot of us feel like we're the black sheep, because we're that anomaly in our family that is over ambitious and wants more and wants to go higher, when everybody else in our family is complacent. They're inside this box and we're constantly trying to get out. And a lot of people consider that like crabs in a barrel. Oh no, you ain't coming out. You staying in here with us. But it's just because they're complacent and they're safe in their space. They are comfortable and secure with who they are in that space. And anything outside of that makes them nervous and they don't want to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm definitely her. I am definitely the black sheep. I am definitely the one that tells my children, don't be content with complacency. Don't be content with mediocrity. Don't be content with practical. Be unpractical. If you feel unpractical and unpractical is what's going to make you happy, then be that. But if you're happy with being practical, then be practical. Be who you are. Because I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I mean, you can be content and have very strong self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
You can because you know who you are. It's when you step out of that box, if this is where I'm familiar, and it can be vice versa. You can be the person that's in the box and you have low self-esteem because you know you want to achieve more, or you want to do more, or you should be doing something else. Because either you've seen a glimpse, maybe you were trying to get out the box and you got a little peek, but got pulled back in because of commitment. I gotta do right by my mom. I gotta do right. All the pressure of family and friends saying, no, don't go do this. No, don't go do that. No, don't go do this. You need to stay right here with us.
Yep.
But you want to break free.
Yeah, I'm the advocate
And
for the break free. I'm sorry. I just am.
I mean, and I know I use me as an example a lot but me is what I know. I made the post, what was it, 2 weeks ago, about my anxiety stopping me from doing stuff that I want to do because I want to break out my box. But from years and years of people telling me, well, you're not, be practical, and comparing me to people that we consider greats. You know, Fantasia, you not Taraji. They're one in a million. You can't be that. And it's kept me in a box when I know that I have the talent. It just needs to be nurtured. So, me stepping out and even doing this show, you would be amazed how many people in my family don't support this because it's not practical. It's, oh yeah, your cute little podcast.
Oh, trust me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're pursuing that career that's not practical with me getting my sexology certification.
it's not for them.
Me going back and getting my psych degree. Don't you know you a little too old to go back to school to get your bachelor's degree? I could see if you was getting a master's.
Excuse me. I got my bachelor's at 42. Don't play with me. I earned my shit. You better get yours.
But you would be amazed how many people
in your
hear
in
that
your
from,
in that are
Yeah.
supposed to be your support system will
yep.
tear
Oh
you
yeah.
down.
Oh yeah.
They will tear you down, and they because they're uncomfortable with you stepping away and getting out of the box. They're
No
like,
longer, because
and
you're disintegrating the person that they fell in love with. I saw something on TikTok about that, about how the people who you think would support you don't, because you're actually disintegrating the person that they fell in love with because you're growing.
Well, I
exactly.
know for me, a lot of it is I had my daughter at 19, and I was told, you have a child now, you can't pursue your dreams. Well, now that she's 18 and I'm 40, I'm pursuing my motherfucking dreams. Because they didn't stop just because I had children.
Get it, girl.
I was told the same thing. I stopped
Absolutely.
I raised a family. I did all that, and I put me way back on the back burner. When they told me, and I got very ill, and I was going to college full time. I was working full time. I was a single mother, um, and I got very, very sick. And they said, "You've got to give up something." Well, the thing of it is, I couldn't give up not working. My daughter had to have a roof over her head, food in her stomach, and clothes on her back. So I gave up on myself getting my degree. And I fell into the rut of making sure my daughter had food on the table, clothes on her back, and a roof over her head.
And see, because I'm at the point in my life where I refuse to give up my now dream, because my son is about to be grown. He's 12. You know what my sacrifice is? And I get it when I need to get it, but my sacrifice is my sleep, because I'm going to eat every last bit. Even if I got to work 2 or 3 jobs, I'm still going to pursue everything. I do this show. I study my scripts. I do my acting coaching, my vocal coaching. I still have my businesses. I still study and do my homework. I'll sleep when I die, because right now it's about Purple Rain becoming who the fuck Purple Rain is supposed to become, which is why I'm doing that commitment ceremony for my birthday, because I'm about to be 40. It's a different time.
Get it, mama.
So,
but see, I got my big sisters here. Y'all inspire me to do that.
Thank you. Trust me. Ditto. Ditto. Like dead ass ditto.
So anyway, to kind of wrap this up a little bit, we're not really, honestly, we're not bashing marriage, but if this is
Don't
something
get
that you're
married.
going to, if this is
That's
something,
what you and Lorenzo say.
If this is
No,
something that you want to do, if this is something that you are interested in doing, if this is something that you and your partner are about to get into, because there are a lot of successful marriages. They've lasted a long time, whether they're open marriages or whether they manage to make things work for them. I recommend that you make sure you get good counseling prior to getting married, prior to saying I do, prior to even getting engaged. If you're headed down that road, make sure you go and you get some counseling so that you all can, number one, air out a lot of things prior to even walking down the aisle. You'll know how somebody thinks.
I'm gonna add. Make sure you do individual counseling first, and then do
and then
the
and,
couples.
and then come
Please
together.
and thank. Yes.
And then come together. But you need to do the, and I'm not talking about the little short 4 weeks before you get married counseling. All right.
Nope.
I am talking about let's go ahead, and because if you are looking at this as a business and the two of you are your employees, okay, you want to make sure that your employees are on the same accord of your business so that your business will thrive. And you can't thrive with her getting mad and him getting mad and shit getting broken up and stuff stolen, and you're making the news and you're hurting your brand and you're doing a whole bunch of things because your emotions are involved, and you never thought that he would be like this, or you never thought she would be like that. And a lot of that, once again, my favorite 3 words, clear, concise communication, could have been taken care of way before you spent $23,000 to get married.
I'm going to the JP. I'll have a wedding for my 10-year anniversary. If we can make it to 10 years, then okay. Then we'll pay for a wedding.
I am not
My
doing
girl,
another marriage.
2
I
of my
will do a
friends just did
commitment.
it this weekend. I just celebrated. I went to a wedding this weekend, and it was a 10-year vow renewal. And it was beautiful.
I will do a commitment. I'm never doing another marriage.
This is for people that want to get married. This is for people that, if this is something that you want to do, I'm stressing want, then make sure you get some
Yeah,
counseling.
because if Lorenzo and Siren have their way.
No, now mind you, no, I'm not saying don't get married. I did say that, but I was actually being facetious. No, I'm not saying don't get married. Just make sure that you're going into it
With the right mindset.
with the right mindset, my understanding, the right love of self, so that you can love the other proper. That's what I'll say.
It says, as far as getting married, wait, say in New York City.
Forget about
Forget
it.
about it. Forget about it.
I need to visit New York one day. I swear I do. Never been.
And he goes to the corner. Okay, and and exit stage. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, just want to end on a positive note. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you. We just want people to get their relationships right, get them hot, tightened together, keep them that way. Be respectful. Get help, get counseling, get what you need. If this is something that you truly believe in, because a lot of people do believe in marriage, and that's it, it is important that you make sure that you're in the right space, you are able to communicate, you're able to talk, you're able to grow, hopefully grow together, not grow apart. And if this is something that you want and you truly want, understand it's work. It is most definitely work. And if you're going to put in the work, you're going to have success. If you're not going to put in the work, it may not be quite so successful. Romeo says, when they try to throw water on your flames, use it as gas for fuel to go even further.
Hey, whatever that, if that's what you got to do, if that's what you want to do and you feel you need to do, have that. Yes, do.
So on that note, we're going to talk just a little bit about EEE. As most of you know, if you don't, you're going to hear it again and again and again and again and again.
We had to shenanigan and again.
Right. We had to postpone EEE from the October date to April. So we will be. It is, and it's going down. It is not going to be postponed again. Just letting you all know that. I don't care if we don't care if we got 5 people in the building. It's going to be the best.
It's going to be more than 5 because we got the erotic damn 7.
Yeah, so we got at least 20. We got at least 20 with the vendors, and that we got at least 20 in the building already. So make sure. We will be releasing all of the new information this week. You'll be able to go out on Eventbrite. We've got some new ticket pricing. This show will also be doing some contests and having some fun with you all. JewCee Boutique is going to be sponsoring that. So you might win some fun toys, but you must be on the Ebony Erotic Experience group page. Okay, you got to be over there to get some of these answers. So you might want to just go on over there and join on Facebook. Okay. So we are looking forward to this event, and
We love you, Lorenzo.
okay, I'm gonna go with that one. EE 100 marriage 0. Yeah, there's God. Also, for those of you that don't know, we're also announcing. I'm going to announce today. Why not? What the heck? We are bringing back one of our tried and true events that we had so much fun with. Here in Cleveland, we're going to branch out. We're bringing back Wicked Wednesdays. Yes. Cannot wait. We're going to be at the Blue Space on the east side of Cleveland. It's going to be absolutely great. This space is so fucking sexy. Okay, it is so sexy. And our first event will be, drum roll, please, an erotic paint and sip. Yes, yes, yes. Hosted by our very own Mr. Romeo Donati. We are teaming up to have
Yes.
a little naughty, a little nasty, a little fun. Paint and sip. So yes, stick and stay, stick and stay. You're gonna want to get some tickets for
I need
this.
a plane ticket.
We will let you know that the tickets, there's only 36 tickets. That's it. That's all. 36 tickets for this
You don't want to miss it.
We are
You
in
don't want to miss it.
honey, we're in such an intimate spot. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know what
It's
happened.
anything like our other Wicked Wednesdays and the other paint and sip.
So we're gonna have a good time. So stick and stay for that. We're gonna have some fun. But Wicked Wednesdays will be happening in Cleveland once a month. It'll be the last Wednesday of the month, and we will be doing something different every month. A birdie told me that we just might be having our very own Purple Rain show up as a mistress.
Ooh. I'm jealous.
It's gonna get spicy. It's gonna get spicy. Very own. So you never know what we've got up our sleeve. So Wicked Wednesdays are so much fun. We did these in Chicago, and we are looking to do them again in Chicago as well. So we are looking
might
to
even do one here in Indy, y'all. I'm just saying.
we sure
I
will.
love
We
playing
will.
tickets.
We will travel. We can travel to California. We can do Wicked Wednesdays anywhere. So look out, because these are like little prelims, I guess you could say, to the big event in April. But you definitely are going to have a good time with these. So, and for the first Wicked Wednesday, Miss JewCee is cooking.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some.
I'm real jealous now.
I'm coming to
I'm mad.
Cleveland.
Hold on, time out. I'm mad now.
Oh, is she
I
pouting?
might have to take off work.
Is she pouting? Do I see pouting over there?
Yes. You cooking, and he doing poetry.
Um,
I'm coming to Cleveland. I'll be there the Tuesday before, and you'll have me until Thursday.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna need somebody to book my plane ticket. Thank you.
So whatever. Have you picked the date for this event yet?
Yeah. Well, it is the last. Actually, it's the 25th of October. So.
Oh, okay. So pop-up shop Jasmine Purple Rain will be doing hair in Cleveland the week of the 25th, because I'm not leaving. That's my birthday weekend. I might as well just stay because I'm supposed to be there that weekend.
He said, I'm not leaving.
I'll be there Tuesday. I'll call off work for the whole week and do some hair in Cleveland. Okay. Thank you.
We could start with no.
So see, that's what she want anyway, y'all. She trying to low-key get me to pack up and move.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway. Miss JewCee and Purple Rain in the same city. Oh,
they ain't gonna know what to do.
That actually benefits me, because then that means I don't have to go to two different places to see y'all.
It benefits her.
Yes,
guys,
I made it about me.
You know about her. All right, y'all.
I love
So we
y'all.
have had a good time tonight. Once again, remember, get your tickets. We're going everything will be launched by Friday. Give me a little time. It's been busy. I I didn't realize I had this the old dates out there everywhere. So I'm slowly but surely getting them all taken down, putting up the new dates, getting up the new flyer. And just letting you guys know this time, honey, we going for it. We going all in. We even have what has actually transpired that's actually kind of cool is our venue has changed. It's still owned by the folks that we were working with in the original, but this one is super sexy, and it just fits our theme, burlesque. It does. It fits our theme. So make sure that you all get your tickets and tell a friend, and then come back next Monday night and join us for another marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Central Standard, 6:30 for our folks out on the West Coast in LA, and 10:30 for our brothers and sisters in Barbados. Okay. Remember to enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism for my beautiful melanated queens, Miss Siren and Miss Purple Rain. Have a great week and come back and join us again next week for more Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. Thank you to everyone that tuned in.